Hello, hi, good evening. Fiona Hooper here with the Poetry of Painting. And this week, my guest is the lovely Yvonne Ugarte from way up north in the UK. In fact, I was up near her last weekend, and if I'd realised, I might have even been able to meet up. But anyway, I didn't realise. So without any more ado, let me get Yvonne onto the screen to join us. Hi,
Hello,
Yvonne.
everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting me back again, Fiona. Always a
You're
pleasure.
You're very welcome, and thank you for coming back. It's lovely to have you back. It's been way too long, so
Yes, I agree.
that's good. Let's not leave it as long next time, hopefully.
Definitely not.
So, how have things been going for you, Yvonne? Had anything exciting happening just recently?
Well, yes, strangely, I was invited round to a friend's house for coffee today. I used to work with Maggie, and she retired about 3 years ago, but we're still really good friends. And I thought I was just going for coffee. And when I got there, a lot of my other friends, only all of them apart from one have retired, were there as a retirement party for me. So they got balloons
Oh,
and they'd got banners and they'd got food. Oh my goodness, they'd done all the food that I like. So they'd like
yeah.
cream cheese, because I'm vegetarian, as you know, Fiona. So they'd done like cream cheese sandwiches, loads and loads of things. And she'd made me a diabetic cake with like dates and raisins and oh my goodness, you know, the
Oh.
kind that you eat and you think, oh, yeah. So I brought it home.
Lovely.
I mean, I had to give it a good home, obviously.
Of course, it would have been rude not to,
So it was
obviously.
very, very moving. I got some
Oh,
lovely
lovely.
gifts, you know,
Yeah.
and it was lovely. Yeah.
Oh, that's magic. That's so lovely. I'm so pleased for you. So.
Thank you.
Excellent. Oh, Chris says, hi, Fiona. Nice to be with you again.
Hi,
Lovely to have
Chris.
you with us, Chris.
Yeah, indeed.
So, anything else, anything like poetry related or anything happening at the moment for
Well,
you?
yeah, it's funny you should say that because I've now raised £1,024 for Martin House from the sales of my book. So I'm really
Excellent.
excited. I'm not ordering any more books because my target was £1,000 and I've actually gone over it now, which is super exciting.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
that's really exciting. So I'm not sure what's in the pipeline. I think I'm just going to give it a break for a while and see what comes up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Chris says hi, Yvonne, as well. So.
Hi, love.
Yeah.
So now I've got
Oh,
a bit of freedom. I can choose what I do and where I go and what I do. So at the
yes.
moment, I'm just like getting used to the fact that I haven't got this hanging over me, you know, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah. So, are you still doing was it a weekly live poetry group that you were doing?
Yes, I'm
Or
still
reading group?
doing that at the moment, but we might be doing that as one a month now because I was doing it for the mental health, if you remember, and like through COVID, I'd been asked to run it, and
Yes.
now they're drawing back a lot of groups and stuff. But I feel that it's still necessary. So if I can still able to use that Zoom link, because I know it's expensive, so I was using it from another company. So if I can still use the Zoom link, I'll still do it.
Yes, yeah, because now I know it's only 30 minutes if you haven't got a paid account with Zoom, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, but you used to be able to, obviously not applicable to your group, but for two people, you could carry on virtually indefinitely on Zoom, but they've stopped that now as well, even just for two people, which is a bit of an annoyance, to be honest, because when I was recording a show with Kim in Australia, and I didn't realise it had changed, and it suddenly cut out partway through the show. So then we had to restart again. And sorry about that, folks. You know, just But of course, nobody died. It wasn't the end of the world, but it was annoying.
Yeah,
but we know now. So yeah, because obviously we record the shows with my Australian poet, because otherwise it's just horrible, silly o'clock in the morning for them, and not really very fair. So, yeah. So Yvonne, you've done me the honour again of writing a poem about one of my paintings.
I have indeed.
Let me just put the painting up on the screen for people to see it. It's not on the wall behind me because it's actually in a new home. And
I was lucky enough to be at the coast last week at Bridlington and Filey and Hornsey and loads of different places we went to. And I always love the harbour and the boats. So when I saw your painting, Fiona, it just like straight at me, straight away. It was like, this is the one, this is the one.
Yeah.
There's something about the freedom of the boats and the water, and I don't know, I've always been drawn to the sea, so it's like, I don't know.
Yes.
So my poem is called Freedom. Do you want me to read it now?
Oh, lovely.
Real freedom.
That'd be great if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Real freedom is a sight of the colourful boats in the harbour, stranded on the sand, but still they creak and groan against the ropes that hold them. Only the black-headed gulls are the captains, squawking orders to absent crews. Peaceful mooring in the summer, waves gently lapping at their sterns, reminding them that soon they will be freed from their enforced enslavement to the land, and that the cool, sparkling waters will once again bring them real freedom to explore the world of the sea in all her sun-kissed glory.
Oh, lovely. So I want to be on one of those boats now on the sun-kissed sea. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, lovely. Well, this painting was actually done on a beach in front of the boats there, and in fact a little bit of a distance from you, because it was down in the where's Beer? Dorset or Devon now? I can't think now for the moment.
Lovely, lovely down there, yeah.
So yeah, down on the south coast, and it was lovely just sitting there painting away, and it does bring back to memory, you know, the sounds of the gulls, as you say, crying out and, you know, giving their orders to people. Oh, Devon, Chris says beer is in. Thank you, Chris. And he likes the black-headed gulls, the captains squawking orders. Absolutely, really great. And they are like that, gulls, aren't they? They're very bossy and noisy.
Yeah, they always sound like they're saying, do this, do that, go there.
We get them in the garden occasionally here, you know, inland. You know, I think they just live inland, these ones, and they're huge, great things. You know,
the
magpies look quite big, and the wood pigeons look quite fat and big. But then a seagull comes down, and you think, oh, actually, the others are quite small in comparison. Huge, great beasts.
No, we don't get any of those this far north, but our biggest bird are like blackbirds. Not blackbirds, sorry, magpies. But we do have loads of red kites, which are beautiful. The sun catches them. The colours are stunning. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, lovely. Have you ever written anything about red kites and things and the way they, you know, I think that would be a really good subject.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, because as you know, I love nature. So I think I've written about all sorts of things in my time.
Yeah, because the way they glide and just, you know, go on the air currents, and just so graceful and elegant, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. They just ride on the thermals, and they look so content, and I think, oh, I wish I could do that. Just like hover, you know what I mean? It must be lovely.
They make it look effortless. That's the thing, don't they? As well,
they do,
just gliding like that. So, in fact, on the Isle of Wight, back at the end of May, we visited a bird place, and they were doing some flying exhibitions with the you know, the different birds of prey, and they actually brought out 3 kites.
Wow.
And they were flying them, and they were, you know, using lures and, you know, putting food for them, and then they'd go off up on a thermal way up, you know, and
they're beautiful birds.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And then they would swoop down to come and get the food. So they'd sort of come through from the back of the audience, all sitting outside, and all of a sudden there's, you know, you can feel the wind of the wing against your face, almost touching, you know, and a few people were sort of like, you know, because it was unexpected, suddenly coming from behind.
Wonderful.
Oh, gorgeous. I mean, they didn't hit anybody. Obviously, they know exactly what they're doing. I think they might get a bit of fun out of it, scaring the audience, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So that was lovely, seeing those birds, and, as you say, the nature, and it was lovely on the Isle of Wight as well. We did quite a few things that we'd not done before, visiting different places and going around and walking along the coast. You know, you and I, we both love the coast, and it was lovely that we didn't even have to get in the car. We could just go out, walk all the way along You know, we went west one day, and then we went back along to the east another day, and just walking along, listening to the waves and the, you know, the breeze, and yeah, it was
17
really,
years
really
since
nice.
I've been to the Isle of Wight, but I've never forgotten how beautiful it is.
It's probably not changed much either, because it's like going back in time. It's so lovely. People seem to have more time for you. You know, the assistants in the shops. Oh, hello, and a smile, and can I help you? And
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
oh, do you have any so and so? Oh, yes, come with me. I'll show you. Not, well, they're over there.
Like,
You know,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
just,
You just get that
you know,
extra. They go the extra mile, don't they?
yeah, just so friendly, and I think it's just a more laid back attitude to life, instead of
I agree.
rushing through everything all the time. It was so lovely. Yeah, really enjoyed that. So we wish we'd gone for 2 weeks, but anyway, it was just the one, so never mind.
Next time.
Yes, yeah. So anything else been happening for you? I mean, as if retiring isn't enough, and
Well, yes, I haven't written a right lot since lockdown, really, but one of my friends who's the poet laureate in Staffordshire, Mel, she did a competition about the Platinum Jubilee, and I thought, oh, I don't think I'll be able to write anything. And then I thought about the Queen and how hardworking she is, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. Anyway, I was lucky enough to be published in an anthology called Jubilation, which is very exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I'm really, really pleased about that. And in last summer, we had a festival, and they had a poetry competition thing, and I came second. So I won £35 worth of vouchers for White Rose Shopping Centre in Leeds, which is brilliant.
Excellent.
So,
You've got the book there. Do you fancy reading your poem for us?
yes, I don't mind.
Yes.
Just find it.
Let's have the bonus of another poem tonight.
Indeed. And it's called Platinum Jubilee. Not very original, but there we go. Hang on a second, I've lost my book. That's it. Our Queen has reigned for 70 years, the first British monarch to do so. Elegant, brave in her duty to all, with a strength that we've all come to know. King George III ruled for just under 60 years, had a huge golden jubilee ball. But Elizabeth II, our true British Queen, will have one that will outshine them all. This huge celebration will spread through the land to honour her time on the throne. Our beautiful monarch, this lady of grace, will feel blessed by the love that is shown. This Platinum Jubilee, a sight to behold from the palace to streets where we live, a true sense of gratitude, honour and pride from us all for the love that she gives.
Oh, that's lovely. I've no wonder it was accepted. It's beautiful, lovely. And she is such an amazing woman, isn't she? She's, you know, devoted her life selflessly to this country. Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for reading that. And sorry, I haven't even actually said welcome to everybody who's watching yet tonight. Where are my manners? So thank you for watching. Welcome to the show. If you've got any comments or questions, please pop them in, and we'll reply to you as best we can. So sorry, forgetting my manners there. Goodness me. Yeah. So where was the competition that you entered as well? Was that a local one?
This one about the Queen was online.
Oh, and the one where you won the second prize?
It was in a festival not far from here that I went and entered. I wasn't going to do, and then I thought, well, you know, so I must still have it, Fiona.
Absolutely.
I think it's coming out slowly.
And the thing is, if you don't enter, you won't win, will you?
No, that's true.
And it's not that winning is everything. It's lovely to win, and it's recognition, but it's the taking part, and, you know, making the whole event, you know, so much more by you taking part and other people taking part that might have thought, oh, shall I, shan't I? And, you know, if they all thought that, it wouldn't be much of an event at all, would it? So,
and what was really nice is one of my friends got me a lovely pen, and she said, this is so you get your mojo back. And I thought that was really moving, because they know that I've all struggled with that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Oh, Ritesh is listening in, Yvonne, and said, lovely Platinum Jubilee poem. So you've got the thumbs up from Ritesh. Thanks, Ritesh. Great to have you watching us as well.
Yes, thank you very much.
do put some more. Another comment is congratulations, Yvonne. Ritesh is saying, I think that's for your coming second in the competition as well. So
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, that is so lovely. So we're going to get you back writing more poetry, Yvonne, and coming back on the show again, hopefully.
Definitely.
Is it, hopefully, is this inspiring you to get back to it a little bit again?
Yes, I think it is. Yes, because if I see anything like nature or boats or things like that, it does inspire me to write. So I think it's that inspiration. I've just got to find it. I've just got to, do you know what I mean? And luckily your beautiful paintings do inspire me, because I've done a few of these now. And so I thank you for inspiring me with your beautiful work.
And thank you for writing your poems about my paintings. So
It's a
yeah,
pleasure.
I mean, that's just such a lovely, meshing of the two arts, isn't it? The poetry and the art, and one inspiring the other. So
Yeah.
I must admit, I haven't done very many paintings based on poems. Maybe that's something I might look into doing at some point.
I might have to send you some.
Oh, well, it could be done. That could be an idea for another show, couldn't it?
Yes, because the title of my book is My Aunt Jean's a Dinosaur. So I could send you the poem and you could do a painting about a dinosaur. Oh, okay. That'd be a challenge for you, wouldn't it?
I'm not used to doing dinosaurs, but I'm sure I could rustle something up, But,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, and I love that, the title of your book as well. It's great. So
you've heard my poem, haven't you?
Yes. But you're welcome to read it again if you like. I'm sure we'll probably have some new viewers who haven't heard it.
Have you got time?
Yes. Yeah, we've got time.
My Aunt Jean's a dinosaur, but no one else agrees. Who else would have such scaly skin and fat enormous knees? And on her back, I've seen a ridge, and it runs along her spine. It's like them plates from stegosaurs from prehistoric time. I've seen her eat a chicken whole with rows of sharp white teeth, and her skirt sticks out an awful lot. Is that a tail beneath? She's got huge hands with nails like claws, and her 2 long ears stick out. Is my Aunt Jean a dinosaur? She is, I have no doubt.
Excellent. I love hearing that. It's just so funny.
Thank you. And I love it. I love doing that. I used to love that at school with the children, as you can imagine.
Yes.
Performing that.
Oh, Chris says he's seen me draw a dinosaur.
You can't get out of it then. This is what I expect now.
I did draw a dinosaur for a little girl. I'm not sure it was a brilliant dinosaur, but I think it was recognisably a dinosaur as opposed to anything else. So,
oh, good.
And Chris says, great poem, Yvonne. So,
thank you very much, Chris.
I love that. Because I can just picture some little child actually saying that and taking great glee in it, especially with the skirt sticking out and the tail beneath. Yeah. Lovely. So I've been having a busy time as well at the moment. Not poetry related, but I've got an exhibition coming up which actually starts at the end of next week. So it's the handing in day, the submitting of the work on Sunday, which I'll be working on that with the team. And then we have our private view next Thursday night, followed by the show, which is open from the Friday, which is the 19th, through to the Saturday the 27th, and that's at Horsham in West Sussex at the Drill Hall there. If anyone would like tickets for the private view, just let me know. Invitations for that, and the rest of the exhibition's free to go in anyway. And we normally have 200 or 300 different styles of work, lots of wonderful paintings. It's normally really good standard. So if anyone's interested, do come along to Horsham and have a look. And that's going to be followed quite closely towards on the 11th of November with a group of artists that I belong to, is called the Blooms with a Z on the end. We're doing a premiere, a live YouTube premiere on the 11th of September, which is a Sunday. And what happens is that we've each done a video, and then it premieres on YouTube, and we're there answering comments and questions and interacting in the comments. And there are prizes on offer as well. So each artist is offering a prize, and mine's a voucher for money off some of my art, or cards or calendars, whatever. And then there's also a grand prize. So the individual prizes are £50 each, not to be sniffed at. And then the grand prize is £400 for the lucky winner to spend on a piece of art from any of the 8 artists. So yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. And to do that, you need to win that grand prize, especially, you need to watch each of the videos, pick up a word that will appear at some point through the video, and put them in order as you watch the videos, put them in that order to create a phrase, and then just go to the Blooms website and log it on there. But I'll be putting more details up on Facebook and Instagram and things anyway in due course. So yeah, so it's our first one. It's not the first time it's ever been done, but it's the first time that we're doing it. So it's really exciting. I've got my video done and sorted. And then at the end of next month, we've got the Surrey Autumn Art Fair, which is at Sandown Racecourse. And that's on there's a private view on the 23rd, the Friday night. So again, if anyone would like tickets, let me know. And if you'd like tickets for the Saturday and Sunday, 24th and 25th September, let me know and I'll be able to send you some tickets in due course. So it's all go at the moment. It's all happening. And it's all exciting. So I need to get a bit more painting done as well in the meantime. I've got some new work that I'll be showing at the exhibitions and the art fair. So if anyone wants to see it, come along and have a look. So it's it's going to be good fun. Lots happening, and it's never boring round here. Never boring. No. Always something happening. Always something going on, and that's the way I like it, really. So excellent. Keeping busy. Never know. I might even get around to writing some more poetry one day. But it's quite nice at the moment not having that extra task to do every week. To be honest.
I get that.
Yeah, but still doing the shows, obviously, as I am now, and planning to carry on with those, because it's just so lovely talking with all you lovely poets and hearing what you've written and chatting about things and putting the world to rights. So would you believe this is the 72nd show? Goodness
me, that's amazing. So I hope you have a big celebration at 100. And then we can all come from all over the world.
Live show with all of us. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be something, yeah.
Okay, so if you're watching in Australia, you three, you have to get your tickets. Come on over. Yeah. In fact, cool. one of my guest poets, Skylar, she's actually coming over for October, doing shows all around the country and Ireland as well, and places. Really? So. I'm sure she'll be posting details of that soon as well, where and when the event's going to take place. So if anyone would like to see Skylar actually live on stage, then keep looking out for that, because she's lovely, really lovely girl.
I performed in a few Zooms with Skylar.
Have you?
Yes, I have, yeah.
She's so lovely and a good poet, brilliant poet as well. Well, all of my poets, I think, are anyway, so I don't think I'm biased, not just because you're on my show, not at all. No, I do think that you're all really good and really appreciate you all taking the time to come on my show. So
yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely to have a chat with you as well before it goes on air, so we can catch up and, like you say, put the world to right. It's lovely that.
Yvonne's absolutely. Sorry, you froze for a moment then, Yvonne. I was worried that we'd lost a bit. We haven't. You're still there, so that's great. So, yeah. So it's good fun, and I'm looking forward to you choosing another painting to poem. New verb that we've coined. Definitely. To poem. I poem, you poem, she poems, he poems. Do you think it'll ever get into the English Oxford Dictionary or something?
I do.
The verb to poem.
To poem. Aye. It sounds very good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, I'm also in Leeds City Museum. They did a few years ago, we did a thing called Future Histories, and it was all about the world and the environment and looking after the planet and stuff. And mine was selected, so I'm on show now. So there's a picture of me, shock horror, and part of one of my poems as well. And it's in a big like glass cabinet thing. It's fabulous. And there's some other poets in there. It's lovely.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. That's absolutely
nice
magic.
Well.
Yeah. And such, I know that you're at least as concerned about the environment as I am. And
I am. Yeah, we've had this conversation. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, this hot weather, and more importantly, the lack of rain, rivers drying up. And, in France, they showed I think it was the Loire River, which is virtually, a trickle instead of this massive wide river. And, all the reservoirs over here, because we had a dry autumn, a dry winter, a dry spring, and now a dry summer.
I think we've had 3 months without any substantial rain, and everything's struggling.
Yes, they were saying things like the kingfishers in particular, species like that, they depend on the water and the fish that live in the water, and they're really struggling. I just think it's so scary.
It's a big knock-on effect. It's awful.
Yes, yeah, and the implications of it, and there just doesn't seem to be any let up in sight at the moment for, well, at least another week or so, I think, and who knows if we'll get any rain then to speak of. We can just keep our fingers crossed and hope.
Well, we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms next week, but then when they say thunderstorm, it's not necessarily loads of rain, is it? It might just be a little, and that's it.
Could be an electrical storm rather than
exactly.
That delivers the water that we need. So
we need a big deluge, don't we?
We do, but I think not too heavy too quickly, because then we'll get flooding. No. We need it just to be 2 or 3 days of good steady rain to soften up the ground a bit, make it more absorbent, and then some good heavy rain to soak in.
Yeah, definitely.
And just start replenishing the land, because I don't know about your gardens and things, but down here they're certainly they look like the sand on the beach, to be honest.
Exactly. And they've got hosepipe bans in a lot of areas now, isn't there?
Yes, we've got hosepipe bans
as well.
Yes. Yeah, so all very scary, but we shall keep doing every little thing that I can anyway to prevent plastics and warming, and reusing things, repurposing things, recycling, rather than just single-use items, which I think for so long have just been the norm. And of course, you use something once, you have to buy another one, so that's used the energy and everything to make it, instead of just using one thing for more times. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so we're encouraging everybody who's watching to be more environmentally friendly, and even if it's little things, all the little things add up, and hopefully we'll make a big contribution to trying to help save this planet. So
especially the bees. So if you see any bees struggling, just a little bit of sugar water, it'll just give them that renewed energy to fly off. When we were away last week, me and my daughter saved loads of bees. Just needed that little bit of support. It's not much to ask, is it?
And bees are so important, because without bees and other insects, I know do pollination as well, but if we don't get pollination, we don't have crops. We don't, that's for us to eat, that's for animals to eat.
We'd be in dire straits, wouldn't we? I think David Attenborough once said that the planet would survive for 4 years without the bee. If the bees went, planet Earth would die in 4 years. I mean, that's scary, isn't it?
Very, very. Yvonne, I hate to leave us on a scary note, but we're getting towards the end of our time. But if leaving on a scary note helps to encourage people to do what they can, then
I agree.
It's a good thing. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks very much.
You.
Thanks, Yvonne, for coming back on the show. Been way too long since we had you on, and hopefully it will not be anywhere near as long next time. So thank you for writing a lovely poem, and being your lovely self. Thanks everybody for watching and making comments, and whether that's on live or on replay. So see you next week, everybody. Take care.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Bye.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.